Nigga, ask me again, nigga. I'm gonna cuss your old dumb ass out.
Down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lake
Hate
shore
asking
as
niggas
we
the
join
same
you from
question,
Cleveland
man.
Brown Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
This nigga got the injuries on too high, man. What the fuck? I really don't have a problem with the kick thing, man. Like, once a nigga run that first one back on me, I squiv that bitch, bro. I just go for the onside. Like, fuck that. Yeah. You ain't want to cheat, then I'm going to cheat. That onside with the high kick, boy.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
To throw is Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll run for it.
This nigga just fumbled.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State. It's
what the fuck?
That one 28 yards on the ground. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time.
Look at this shit. Like, what the fuck?
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. But you look at this defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Now a hit and a loose football. This is picked up by the Browns.
Get that pill back.
Take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I'm a return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
They go with Chubb on
what the fuck?
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown. Elijah Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
This nigga, one more time in my motherfucking ear.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Damn, Jungle Boy, you 0-4. Battle Creek 0-4. Fuck going on, Battle?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all. As they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. No-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Inside the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
With a new contract comes increased expectations, and Njoku did his part. Caught 58 passes, would have had a couple of other career bests if injuries didn't cost him some time. He gets the first down there with that catch.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out of it, but they say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Watson. Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Ain't nobody at the counter, man. 1 minute. Come on, I don't got all day. Have some respect. Nah, motherfuckers can't. Shit. Hey, cool, give me some brother. I just bought some sneakers for him. He seemed like a cool dude. Listen, I heard my girl talking about her little brother saw her go down or something like that. For real? Yeah. Just tell me who shot him.
Look, I ain't telling you shit, alright?
I know you know.
That's the biggest night I've ever seen.
Biggest swing anyone's ever seen.
That's gotta be the apex predator.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's like they're being called.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And
changing the time
the
plan.
average a bit.
We
As
have to
this
see
time
what
they're
they're
able
up
to
to.
get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense. A little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
See anything dangerous? We're changing the mission profile. Proceeding on heading 227.
Already off mission, they want us to.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Ravens scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Here's Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
I used to tell Chris McAllister my routes. Chris, I got a slant. What you gonna do? I used to tell him. He couldn't stop me. Presence, and I was it's not what it was.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down and 3.
I used to tell Chris McAllister my routes. Chris, I got a slant. What you gonna do? I used to tell him. They couldn't stop me. Presence, and that's not what it was. My feet. They were scared of my feet. What was that you can do?
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
His quickness was a major problem.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Flowers going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Damn, he must be whooping your ass. That was disrespectful.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure never got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They find some open field here. Yeah, he's out of bounds.
They're going to their secret party teams.
22 more yards there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I'm trying to figure out why y'all not in there.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
Well, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I ain't found a mini game that was easy yet.
Nick Chubb is in the open field. He's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
They wish you would, huh?
Pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it.
Coach.
And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing.
They got 10 rushes for 152 yards.
That'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Jackson on first down. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Rocco had a breakthrough when the Texans moved him from linebacker to the defensive line last season. Had a career-high 5 sacks. The Browns gave him a 3-year deal to try and unlock another level from him.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken at the 46. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Watson changing the play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 29. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The defense delivers a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
15 yards there on the scramble and a 1st down. Good sizable run there by Deshaun Watson on the RPO.
That's in his DNA as a quarterback. He's been doing that since high school. He understands the RPO game as well as any.
And he takes this one in for the Browns score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are all tied at 28.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dalvin. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Riding in the motherfucking road.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now he's flushed out left, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand.
Riding on the motherfucking road, but niggas talk down, they don't know. Yeah.
He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. first and 10. It's Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And out of bounds right around the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Slot man moves right. Now Jackson taps this forward. Jet
Oh my God.
Look
at that.
Lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recover. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so we're back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well,
should have been took off.
What
am I doing, man?
Splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Buying time to his left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 55.
Riding with the motherfucking robot.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That
I need
fumble
to
earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just
see what this nigga got the injury on, because my niggas got this bitch
falling. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing
you gotta run your motherfucking ass over, nigga. Don't hurt me.
They need that turnover.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
I try to get little on this nigga. Fuck.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that.
Shit, he got two niggas that's trying to play him in both leagues. In that league and in our league, I've been sacked 7 times. The Browns with no abilities is kind of butt cheeks. I'm not finna hold you.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
That nigga AD streaming with his giant bitch ass. Huh? Oh boy. He play like one, don't he?
First and 10 here. Now Jackson.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there.
See, I hate when I lose to a nigga who passes the ball but don't pass the ball. You gotta run to beat me. That shit is irritating. Fuck.
Here's second down. On second down, here's the option.
But I don't know. I never did one yet. Like I tried it and I couldn't get it. I just picked that motherfucker. Like I did some DB skeleton drink. That shit was.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
Jackson.
Left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh my God. This nigga just ran with Lamar.
That's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first.
Riding with the motherfucking row, but
all 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Here's Jackson.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 27 yards.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
That nigga OBJ just went up and got that motherfucker. I ain't never.
Tucker now to add the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
And he loses the football a second time.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Here's first and 10. Watson to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And off to the races, down the right side. Into space at the 45. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try again with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This is 3rd and goal.
That nigga says it's possible to redeem yourself.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Flushed out right. He completes it to Baker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Throwing, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he gets it.
Oh my God!
30 before he's
Oh!
Charles, they're trying to protect.
Hey, fuck me.
Last thing you want to give him is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st down. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Jackson.
I just gave up a fucking touchdown, man.
And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
That's caught.
And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back.
Stupid ass nigga. Stupid ass nigga.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team
Come on, get in there. Get in there. Fuck, I missed the field goal.
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously